Good morning, this is Katie with Following the Funks, and today we are going to explore the city of Erzurum. We have been in Erzurum for about 4 days now, but we are specifically kind of up on the mountain near Erzurum going skiing at a ski resort. But today we're going to take a tour, and I will take you along with me.
Small door.
We are in the inside of the Çiftlik Minaret Madrasi, which is kind of in the main area of Erzurum. The madrasi is an old Islamic school. So this used to be used as a school, and then it used to be used as a army depot. But when you come in here, it is now a museum, and you can check out some old artifacts that were found in Erzurum, or maybe even used in this school at one point in time, because this used to be a focal point of the city. Every madrasi has a mosque nearby, toilets or bathing areas, a hammam, which is no longer in existence, and then even in the past they would have like boarding areas for people who were coming and traveling through. This is something that you will see if you come to Erzurum. It is a must visit.
Struggling with your stuff?
I am. So supposedly back in the time when this was kind of popular, this wasn't even open like this. It was most likely had tons of markets and that kind of thing. But since they have done some restoration and since they have kind of made it a little bit more touristy, they've cleaned it up and made it into a nice park where people can enjoy sitting and touring around this area. Erzurum is one of the coldest cities in Turkey at an elevation of 6,700 feet, I think, maybe a little bit higher. But they have a saying here that if a cat jumps from one building to the next in winter, the cat will freeze. That's how cold it gets here. And for shoes, I'm gonna check out the mosque. And put our head coverings on. Got it? You got your head coverings on, everybody? Yeah. We're gonna go in, Sophia.
Go.
This is the Erzurum Amplery, and this shows kind of the old customs of the home, of what they might have looked like. It's now a restaurant and a museum, so we're actually we're gonna go in just a second. No, I'm gonna show them about these knockers. Do you wanna help show? It's 2 door handles here, and they make different sounds. And so this one is for men, and this one is for women, and so just by the sound they would know who was at the door, and so if it was just women, then a woman would come and answer the door. Clever.
Oh, Sofia, can you open your recording?
We're now at the Erzurum Castle. I know nothing about it. I'll have to learn about it. We are inside the castle of Erzurum, and this castle is built in the 4th century, I believe. Erzurum's been through a lot of empires, so dating back to potentially the 5000s BC. And what you hear right now is the call to prayer going off. I'm speaking over it a little bit. But yeah, so it's been through several empires, but this castle was built in the 4th century and then completed during the Ottoman times. And so inside there are areas for soldiers and civilians to protect them when enemies came. There's 5 different doors, and depending on where you came from, you would go through that door and you would pay your tax before entering into the city. But this is one of the main points of Erzurum to check out, and you definitely want to go up the clock tower right here to be able to see the whole city, like a 360 view of Erzurum. So make sure you stop by here. All right, let's go. So I said the other one was the Çiftlik Minaretli Medresi, but it's actually the Yakut Medresi, and now we're actually in the signature building for Erzurum. We are in the Çiftlik Minaretli Medresi, which Medresi, like I said, is an Islamic school. And so what you see here is an open area with lots of rooms on the floors below. as well as on the floors above. There's 19 rooms on the floor below and 19 above. It's believed that the rooms here on the bottom floor were for private lessons. The rooms upstairs were for boarding. And then general classes were given in the open air behind me, this open air area. So the differences between these two schools is that the other school taught mostly Islamic religion and science, whereas this one taught religion as well as astronomy or astrology. The further back you go, the more mixed it goes as well. So but this is the symbol that you would see all around Erzurum. On all of the signs, it has this symbol for the front of the building, where it's the two minarets and the door in front. But it is a beautiful building, beautiful architecture, and the symbolic geometrical shapes that you'll find over the doorways and in the archways, as well as in lots of little details around. We're at the Uchkimbetler area, which is the three tombs, and this tomb for sure, this big one over here, is known to be the tomb of the Emir Han Sultan, but the other ones are just for important people. It's really close to the place that we ate today, which we had the famous ja kebab, which is on skewers. And then we also enjoyed the kadayif dolmasa, which is shredded wheat with nuts in the middle of it. And we tried some pekmez baklava as well. And so we are headed on to our next location. Nearby the Uchkimbetler is a old home. I think it said 300 years old, or it's from the Ottoman times, which you can see the balconies from the outside overhang the first floor. So we're inside visiting this old home because it has the setup of some really old Erzurum houses. So right now we're in the kitchen, which is actually the kitchen preparation area as well as the sitting area to eat. But something that Erzurum homes are known for, at least the old homes, is these roof ceilings which open up into an open ceiling at the top. The reason they did this is to have all of the smoke be able to get out to the ceiling and not pollute this area, but also that there's a kind of a belief that in April, when the rains do come and they fall through that top hole, they'll collect it here in the bottom, and they believe it to have a healing power. So they might add it to food, or they'll add it to bath waters, and that's just a really cool thing. This is the first place we've come in Turkey to be able to see this type of ceiling that comes together like this. And they might have it one other place, maybe in Sivas, which we haven't been to yet. This is a really interesting feature of an architecture when it comes to Erzurum homes, especially the old ones.
Gidiyor, alevliyor, seni seviyorum dedi.
Aa, seni seviyorum.
Hadi video.
We are actually at the fortress at the top of the hill. You can see it from Car's Castle down in the city area, and it is very, very pretty. So I wanted to explain there are 28 fortresses around Erzurum. Erzurum is such an important and vital part of this country in the border of this area that there are 28 fortresses that have been built over time. 26 of those are still in use by the military. 2 of them are the only ones, the Car's Castle in the city, and then this one that we're at right now, that are allowed for visitors to come in and visit. The wind has definitely picked up, so we're not here for very long. So this fortress is 3,000 square meters, so maybe 6,000 square feet overall. And we only saw a very small portion just because it is freezing cold, and I can just imagine how cold it could have been back when they didn't have central heating. In the little bit that we saw, there were 3 different levels in this fortress, one being for animals, and then the second being for soldiers and foods and all that kind of stuff, and then a 3rd level on top, which is been mostly destroyed. That would all house generals, but you can tell the restoration that has been done here because of the red bricks that have been laid in either in the archways or in the very top of the 3rd floor to be able to show you what it looks like. When they had the Russian-Ottoman wars, the leaders of the Erzurum fortresses said, okay, this fortress right here is so strong, people are not going to be able to tear it down, that if we get captured and it falls into the wrong hands, into the enemy hands, it's not going to be a good thing. And so the reason it is destroyed from within, they actually destroyed it themselves so it wouldn't fall into the Russians' hands or the enemy hands. That was an interesting fact that I learned about this fortress. There's another story about this amazing woman who fought throughout the whole war, but I will tell that another time because it's too cold. We made it back to our hotel. We had a wonderful day. The tour company that we used was called Silk Road Moments. You can find them via the link that I'll put below. And I'll, of course, have a blog post all about Erzurum. But if you come to Erzurum, if you're looking for a tour company, Silk Road Moments was definitely the best company that we worked with. And they had a Turkish tour guide as well as an English translator. And we had our own car that picked us up at our hotel, drove us around, and took us places. What I really loved about working with them is that they were quick to respond and they were super easy to just, make our tour day exactly what we wanted it to be. But if you are actually thinking about coming like we did to ski, to visit Erzurum, I would maybe suggest just booking your whole tour with them because they handle all of this. They'll handle your plane tickets, they'll handle where you want to stay on the mountain, if you want to go skiing, the days that you want to tour in Erzurum and then around the area as well. But we had a great day touring Erzurum. It was lovely to see kind of the downtown area since we've been staying up on the mountain. If you get a chance to come this way, you should definitely visit Erzurum. It is one of the major cities in East Turkey and it shouldn't be missed. So I'd like to know, have you been to Erzurum, Turkey? Is it a place that you want to visit? Was it not even on your list and now it is because I did this video? Leave a comment below, let me know what you think, and I always love hearing from you. I will see you next time, and until then, have a great week. See you next time. Bye.